All right. One more thing before we go. 50-50 in a relationship. I hate this. I hate that this is such a talking point on social media. Men, yes, men should pay all of the bills in the house. What's one of the three qualities that I talk about that a man needs to bring to a relationship? It's a stability, provision, and protection. Assuming that the woman has her own or she's under the wings of her father, if you want this lady to be your wife, there should be a smooth transition from point A to point B. Whatever her bills is, that's your bills as well. So I don't believe in 50-50. I don't roll like that. All the bills in my house has my name on it. Yes, all this stuff is paid for by me. My wife does work. She doesn't have to. My wife owns a business. She doesn't have to do that neither. And she's in college, um, getting her master's. She doesn't have to do that neither. Some of you guys heard me say this before. I told her, you're doing that because you want to. I don't mind you doing that because the house will survive if everybody plays a role. I play my role, she plays her role. That's why she has the freedom to do whatever she wants to do in regards to that, as far as working, starting a business, going back to school. She's doing that because she wants to do that. Me, on the other hand, I got all of this. Now, I'm saying that from a place of privilege. Here's what I'm getting at. I so happen to stay in Texas where it's the quality is great and it's cheap compared to New York, compared to Cali, compared to some places in Florida. Yeah, it is cheaper to live in Texas, but the quality is just as good, maybe better. So yeah, I do understand that that's coming from a place of privilege when I say I don't do 50-50. So the question is, if I was in these other areas, what I'll do 50-50. Well, to be honest, I'll keep it a buck. I'm not getting any type of relationship with anybody if I can't take care of the bills by myself. Now, it is a disgrace how much money people make in New York and how much the cost of living is. That's disgraceful. Same thing with LA, Miami um enter the name into that field as well. That makes no goddamn sense. I should be able to make X amount of money because you're going to make a lot of money in New York. The problem is you live in New York. You don't live in a place like Houston. If you make New York money living in Houston, boy, I tell you, you're going to have a maybe a 2,500 or 3,000 square foot house, 5 bathrooms, 6 bedrooms, that type of stuff. You would shit. I see why people from New York moving to Texas. The cost of living everywhere else is inhumane, if that's the word I can use. It's very inhumane. Fellas, I feel for you. I understand. Don't be afraid to relocate if you can. If you feel like you can financially relocate, or better, you feel like you're working from home and you're making the same amount of money, you can move anywhere. If you have the means, the possibility to still make a lot of money but relocate, do it. There's plenty of people that works in New York, in LA, in Miami, who can relocate anywhere in the state, actually anywhere on this planet, and still make the same amount of money. Stop hurting yourself. Relocate, go to somewhere that's affordable, but the quality is still tier one. All right, yeah, y'all got to stop doing that to yourselves. Yeah, that's just torture. Shoot, y'all tripping. But also, before we get out of here, with the whole 50-50 thing, no, I'm not for it. I do believe that man's supposed to pay all of the bills, and the women needs to play their roles in the relationship as well. And also, fellas, how can you say you're keeping 100 and you're only paying half of the bills? You can't do that. And on top of that, you cannot pay half of the bills and have your significant other do 100% of what she needs to do as far as roles in the house. Oh no, you got to break all that responsibility down because that's not your teammate, that's not your spouse, that's your roommate. 50-50 with your roommate. You don't do that with somebody you love. Just saying.